Yo, welcome back to another video. Guys, today we're gonna be talking about new construction. If you are in the process or even just throwing the idea around about buying a new construction house or maybe even a pre-sale house, you've got to check out this video. I'm gonna go through the 5 best tips you need to know when buying new construction. New construction homes are exciting. You get that new, that fresh, that clean feeling of moving into a property that nobody has ever been in before. Now, with new construction though, there's a lot of differences in the financing and the purchasing process when going and buying a new property. Let's get into some of the 5 tips that I recommend when you're going through this. Number 1, when you're getting your financing, your pre-approval set in place and you know that you want a new construction, chances are you're going to be going through multiple different home builders to find the best property. Get pre-qualified before you start going through that process of finding the builder, because what's going to happen is when you actually choose a property that you want to purchase, you have to get pre-qualified through their lender as well. So you want to get pre-qualified through someone like me, a mortgage broker that can give you a pre-qualification to walk through each of these homes. And then when you actually find the property and pick the builder, then you're going to get pre-qualified again through their builder's lender. If you do it this way, you're not going to have multiple credit pulls builder to builder. You're just going to have the two, one with me and one with the builder's lender. And this is going to give you the opportunity and the flexibility to shop around and find the actual home that's going to fit for you and move forward with the right mortgage loan according to that exact property. Number 2, the builder's contract and understanding it. Guys, this is going to be where you actually rely a lot on your real estate agent as well, because the builder's contract is going to be 10 times longer than a traditional pre-built house contract that you go and purchase. The new build contract is very detailed, very long, and it's important for you to understand some of the nitty-gritty details of the purchase contract. One of these is going to be an earnest money deposit. Guys, you need to understand as you go through this that the earnest money deposit is a deposit you're putting down to hold that property or to hold that lot as you go to build the property. A lot of the times, the language in the contract is going to explain whether or not that earnest money deposit is actually refundable or not. Because what if during the process, the 6 to 9 month, 12-month process of building the actual house, something happens and you have to cancel? A lot of the times you want to find a builder that's willing to provide at least some sort of prorated refund or refund altogether of that earnest money. It's very important to find that in the purchase contract and rely on your realtor as you go through that, because that is where a lot of their education is focused, is around contracts and being able to read that as they're helping you through this process. The contract is also going to help point out any of the builder's warranties. When your house is being built, or once it is built, that is, the house is still settling. The foundation is still settling. You're going to see a lot of different areas that may need repair over the first year or 2 or 3. A home warranty through the builder is extremely, extremely important. Again, rely on your realtor as you're going through the contract to point out some of those intricacies. Tip number 3, get a home inspection, if not multiple times during this process. Yes, even though it's a brand new home, you want to make sure the construction company, the builder, is doing the due diligence that they owe you. A lot of builders will cut corners. I've seen it. I've had it happen personally. It's very, very, very important to find a builder that is going to value their work, but even have that home inspection as backup to say, hey, please go through this property as we go through stages of the new build to say, hey, this wasn't framed correctly. Hey, we're missing insulation here. We need this repaired. We need that repaired. Very important. And especially as the house is fully, completely built and you're getting like 20 days to closing, very important to have an inspector walk through the property to point out any areas that need to be blue taped and fixed prior to you closing and taking ownership of that home. Tip number 4 is budget for upgrades and moving costs. Guys, there's going to be upgrades on top of your starting price that you most likely have to budget for. When I bought my first new build here in Arizona, there was a starting price and then we tacked on 40 grand in upgrades, they say, but these upgrades are very simple as far as like the color of your cabinets or the countertops that you're receiving or the tile or the floor that you're seeing. A lot of times a base house is not going to be what you're actually going to move into or what you're going to want to settle on. You're going to have upgrades that you need to plan for, and sometimes builders require deposits or additional deposits on top of your earnest money in order for them to do these upgrades. Check with your realtor and make sure that they communicate with the builder to let you know what that looks like as you're going through the process. Number 5, lock in your interest rate at the right time. Guys, this process can be from 1 month all the way up to 12 months or even longer, depending on if you choose a spec build or a brand new build and you have to wait through that process. You want to make sure to lock your interest rate in at a good time that your lender is communicating with you. Now, make sure that you have a lender that is doing their job, communicating with you, making sure you're updated with rates, the current environment of rates, where they're heading as well. Because a lot of the times what you'll want to do is look at locking your rate after the appraisal comes in to make sure value hits, as well as make sure the inspector has pointed out any areas that you want fixed and you know that the builder is going to actually fix those prior to you moving in. Once you lock a rate, you're locked in. You can't change that rate, whether they go up or down. You've got to stay with it. So make sure that you have a lender that's communicating with you, showing you what rates look like, and make sure you're comfortable with the rate that you choose. 5 essential tips for buying new construction homes. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, I've been in the industry for 10 years, purchased 5 different homes, and been a part of hundreds of different real estate transactions. Reach out if you have any questions. Thanks again for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.